So right into Bitcoin we go. Bitcoin did close above this level. You guys know what I'm looking for. If you've taken the Winning Trader series, you know I'm watching. Does it confirm above this level? If it does, you likely see a move back to 70,000. That little pivot top will be resistance. Now, I will say this, is I did pull the trigger on a little short right here at 64,000 and change, and I'm going to show you why. Everything I do is robotic. It is technical based. And it's very, very simple. To be honest, I don't use crazy indicators and lots of crazy stuff on my chart. Draw some trend lines and let's play ball.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us. And we read every comment, and the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Let's join Gareth in this video about Bitcoin and more.
So one of the things that I want to show you guys is take a look. We're going to zoom into this chart, and I'm going to take a Fibonacci and do a retrace from the beginning of the down move right here, right? It basically went straight down, right, to this low. So we're going to take a Fibonacci and find out what a retrace is. Let's do that right now. I'm going to do it right with you guys. And if we drag it down to the lows, look at this. Right here, here's your 618 Fibonacci retrace. Where was the high yesterday on Bitcoin? Literally almost to the penny on the 618 Fibonacci retrace. So again, the idea here is that Bitcoin's getting a little short-term extended. I was monitoring social media. All of a sudden, all the influencers out there are talking about, oh, the next bull run's starting. You know, by the way, how many times I've heard that over the last few months, every time Bitcoin goes up a few days in a row. And listen, eventually they'll be right. Eventually they'll be right, no doubt about it. But my point is that it's very freeing to be able to use the charts like we do here at Verified Investing and focus on data, because data tells you truth. There's a lot of narratives that are spun because a lot of people want Bitcoin to go up and we all want to become rich, right? But the answer is eventually I do believe Bitcoin will go up. It's just there's so many opportunities and insights to be made along the way and profits to be made along the way, both long and short, while we're waiting for that move. So anyways, just very cool to understand there. I did unload my last long position with members in Smart Money Crypto yesterday. I think we got 6 or 7 winners there just in the last 2 weeks, most of them 15 to 20%, because I was buying the dip, right? And again, you might say, well, why was he buying the dip? Well, obviously there was technical reasons right here, right? So the reason why I was buying a lot of altcoins was because we came down right to that technical line. And sure enough, what happens? Price goes whoop, right back up. Now, again, looking for a little retrace. I don't know how much I'll look for here. It's a swing trade, so we'll see what kind of pullback we get. But the idea is we probably get a pullback. Same thing on Ethereum. If we look at Ethereum, we can see the same sort of thing. It pushed up right into some key resistance, and it's just checking back a little bit here, which is very normal for price to do. All right, and again, it's a matter of just noticing 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 green candles, essentially 8 move up in a row. Yes, it could go 9, it could go 10, but as you get more and more up candles, probabilities start to increase that you're going to get a pullback, and that is the key here, and you're seeing it today. Also, right into this little level. I don't have it on this chart, but there was a little resistance.
Bitcoin price dropped over 3% as Mt. Gox moved nearly 100,000 BTC, causing market concern. Bitcoin price fell by over 3%, dropping below $63,000 after reaching a high of $65,000. The decline was linked to renewed concerns about Mt. Gox-related activities. Mt. Gox shifted approximately 92,000 BTC, around $5.7 billion, from its cold wallet, likely in preparation for creditor repayments. This move represents 2/3 of the exchange's total Bitcoin holdings. The market reacted with concern, fearing a potential sell-off as Mt. Gox prepares to distribute refunds to creditors. However, some analysts believe these fears may be exaggerated and do not match reality. Despite the drop, Bitcoin remains close to key support levels. The short-term holder, cost basis, or realized price, is at $64,835. This level traditionally serves as support during bull markets and is critical for maintaining bullish momentum. The movement of Bitcoin from Mt. Gox has created short-term market volatility. However, Bitcoin's proximity to key support levels may help stabilize prices in the coming days. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, advocates for Bitcoin as a digital gold and a hedge against economic instability, urging everyone to consider it in their portfolios.
Next up, let's take a look at, let's see here. Let's go quickly to gold. Not much movement in gold. It's back above this key level on the chart of gold. So I am watching very closely. Do we close above this high pivot? If we do, it negates this topping tail. Here was a topping tail. You can see how it played out to the downside. Eventually, topping tails get negated because eventually price usually goes up. And so we'll watch to see if that happens. If it does it confirm? And if it confirms, you're probably headed to 2,500. So again, watch that closely there. I'll be keeping an eye and updating members of Smart Money stocks and ETFs and the commodity service out there. Silver doesn't have much going on, so I'm not going to waste your time on silver today at this point, but we'll update you. But the big one for me, and this has been my flagship call in the commodity sector with you guys over the last 2 weeks, was saying that there was a major high being put in here on oil. Then we got our check back, a little bounce, and then look, we're starting to break here. So this is exactly how I drew it up because probabilities were kind of guiding me on this, and we should see a continuation move to the downside on oil. But again, very nice little trading opportunity there, shorting right up in this upper range and starting to come down. Speaking of commodities and energy, though, a potential long trade, and this is an interesting one. If we look at natural gas, I've been telling you guys for 2 weeks, be careful. It could come all the way back down into this key area of support here on the chart. And sure enough, it has come all the way down and is now kissing that level. And I did start nibbling on long trades down here, guys. It got close enough yesterday where I said, all right, you know what? Probability-wise, of course, there's no guarantee. But looking at it, it looks like it could be nearing a bottom. I'm leaving myself room to add here, here, and here if need be. But we should get some sort of retrace bounce if we're talking levels. See this little middle point right here? That would be my expected target. A midpoint, a retrace. By the way, that's a classic M top. Let me do that as my last little teaching thing for you guys. So what you're seeing here is a classic M pattern. And just to show you guys what usually happens, when you have an M top, which is we talked about that earlier, right? So here's your M. When you get the A, so MA is the pattern and then WV is the bullish, right? MA is the bearish pattern, WV pattern is the bullish. This is an MA. So here's your M, right? And what M's do is they get the A, and the A generally, and this is something I teach in more in depth in the Winning Trader series, it goes right up to the midpoint of the M before the next leg lower. So the idea is that you likely could see a move back right in here, and then we could see further downside. But this now becomes your pivotal point of resistance per the chart.
Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager with $10.5 trillion in assets, has moved from skepticism to advocacy for Bitcoin, viewing it as a critical asset for portfolios. In a CNBC interview, Fink emphasized Bitcoin's legitimacy as a financial instrument, acknowledging its potential for non-correlated returns and its role as a hedge against economic instability. Fink highlighted Bitcoin's value in environments where countries debase their currency through excessive deficits. He believes Bitcoin provides financial control outside of governmental influence. Describing Bitcoin as digital gold, Fink stressed its importance as an alternative asset class. He urged everyone to consider Bitcoin as part of their investment strategy, particularly in times of economic fear. BlackRock has launched the iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT, the top-performing Bitcoin ETF in the U.S., and is considering an Ethereum ETF. This marks a significant step in mainstream adoption and investment in cryptocurrencies. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.